Assalamu alaikum. In today's lecture, we are going to study about first week of development. In previous video, we studied about fertilization. Now we are going to study the first week of development in embryology. So let's start. First of all, the previews, the objective which we are going to study today. First is cleavage, blastocyst formation, uterus at the time of implantation, and menstrual cycle. These four topics are covered by this lecture. First of all, cleavage. In cleavage, the cell first divide into 2, then 4 and 8 stage morula. ठीक है? This is cleavage is a rapid succession of mitotic cell division resulting in increase in the cell number of cell in blastoma, which is become smaller with each division. First of all, cell are larger, then they become smaller, and the number increase. The cleavage is thus fractionating process rather than process of growth. Now new protoplasm has been formed. There are some stages. The day 1 there are sperm and egg nucleus are fused to form a single zygote. After fertilization, the fertilization start cleavage division. First cleavage division, second cleavage division, two cell division, and fourth cell division in second day, and third day the early morula, and fourth day the late morula, and the seventh day fertilization blastocyst implantation occur in uterus. Cleavage occurs as zygote passes along the uterine tube toward the uterus. During the cleavage, zygote lies within a thick zona pellucida. Until 8th cell stage, blastoma form loosely arranged clamp. Uncompacted blastoma cell outline are distinct. The compaction. Compacted blastomas cell outline are indistinct. After third cleavage, the blastomer maximize their contact with each other altogether by tight junction, leading to deformation of their round-shaped. This change shape of embryo is called compaction. Now the morula. Approximately three days after fertilization, cells of compacted embryo divide again and again to form 60 cells. 12 to 32 cells are called morulus, mulberry shape. The compaction segregate inner cell which communicate extensively by gap junction from other cells. Inner cell of morula constitute the inner cell mass. Surrounding cell compose the outer cell mass. Now you are seeing this is a picture of morula. This look like. Now blastocyst formation. About the time the morula enter the uterine cavity, the glandular secretion from uterine cavity begin penetrate through zona pellucida into intracellular space of inner cell mass. You are seeing this is the fluid enter the glandular secretion enter the inner cell masses. Blastocyst formation. Gradually intracellular space become confluent, and finally a single cavity blastocele form. At this time ZP zona pellucida disappear at the end of fourth day, allowing implantation occur. The time consumed in completing cleavage. You are seeing this is the prenuclear stage, so 2 cell stage, 4 cell stage, 8 cell stage, and blastocele. This day 1 0 day, the pronuclear stage where the female pronucleus and male pronucleus they are fused to form zygote, and then the zygote divide into 2 cell stage in day 1, and day 4 they are become 4 cell, and day 3 they become 8 cell, day 4 they become morula, and day 5 they become blastocysts. Implantation begin on 6th day after fertilization. L section of trophoblast cell, its SHO receptors, uterine epithelium initiate attachment of blastocysts to uterine tube, syncytotrophoblast, and uterine epithelium, and blastocysts cavity and embryoblast. You are seeing this image. Capture of blastocyte from uterine cavity by uterine epithelium. Following capture by selectin, further attachment, invasion of trophoblast involve integrants expressed by trophoblast extracellular matrix molecule. Implantation is a result of mutual trophoblastic and endometrial action. Now the anatomy of uterus. The first of all, you're looking there ovaries and uterine tube, the body of uterus, the fundus of uterus, myometrium, endometrium, perimetrium, and ampulla, the infundibule, fembri, the cervix ossi, the external auricle, and the vagina. This is the anatomy of uterus. They are broad ligaments. This is the uterus. You are showing this is the uterus anatomy. Lumen of uterus, epithelium of uterus. There are uterine glands, venous sinusoids, lamina propria, spiral cord arteries, straight arteries, and endometrials and arcuate arteries, uterine arteries. This is a straight spiral uterus at the time of implantation. This is the chart you are looking. So the first mature cycle, maturation follicles, ovulation, corpus luteum of pregnancy. There are different phases for different change in uterine mucosa corresponding to ovary during the regular monthly cycles. The maturation of follicle, you are saying they end with the corpus luteum, graphene follicles. The menstrual cycle. The menstruation is the shedding of lining of uterus endometrium accompanied by bleeding. Menstruation starts during puberty at menarche and stop at permanently at menopause. Menarche the starting point and menopause is the end point, which is the about in female 45 to 50 years average. Maybe exceed, maybe decrease in some women. There are some menstrual cycle. You are looking first a primary follicle, then it convert into growing follicle and mature follicle by the action of follicle stimulating hormone. Then the follicle release the ovum from ovulation and the remaining part become corpus luteum and corpora luteum. The changes occur also. The ovary also release some hormone estrogen which act on uterus and increase their for upcoming egg implantation to make their increase their blood supply, make them soft and growth. There are some you can see. Thank you for watching. If you like our video.